TV soap news and spoilers say that a tangled web of deception and desks in the sultry, tension-filled world of Beyond the Gates, where secrets fester like wounds and every glance could be a dagger, the latest twist has left viewers clutching their pearls and gasping for air. At the heart of this storm is Haley, a woman whose delicate condition, or lack thereof, has set the stage for a drama so explosive it threatens to unravel the very fabric of the lives around her. Is Haley truly pregnant, or is she weaving a dangerous tapestry of lies? And when the truth comes crashing down, will it be Haley who pays the ultimate price at the hands of her volatile husband, Bill, or will Bill himself succumb to the crushing weight of betrayal, collapsing into a coma from which he may never awaken? Let's dive into the labyrinthine depths of this gripping saga, where every choice is a gamble and every revelation a potential death knell. The air in Beyond the Gates is thick with suspicion, and Haley is at the epicenter of it all. For weeks, viewers have watched her cradle her belly, her face a mask of maternal glow, as she declares to anyone who will listen that she's carrying Bill's child. But the cracks in her story are starting to show, and they're as glaring as a neon sign in the dead of night. Haley's sudden bouts of cramps have raised eyebrows, but what's truly set tongues wagging is her steadfast refusal to undergo an ultrasound. Why would a woman so eager to flaunt her pregnancy shy away from a routine medical procedure? The answer, it seems, is as dark as it is devious. Haley may not be pregnant at all. The whispers began in the shadows of the show's opulent mansions and dimly lit bars, where characters exchange secrets like currency. Danny, Bill's ex-wife, is convinced that Haley is pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. Her suspicions aren't baseless, they're rooted in the subtle inconsistencies of Haley's behavior. One moment, Haley is basking in the attention of her supposed condition, wearing flowing maternity dresses and delicately sipping ginger tea. The next, she's dodging doctor's appointments with excuses so flimsy they'd unravel in a breeze. "I'm just not ready," she murmurs, her eyes darting nervously, as if the ultrasound machine itself might expose her as a fraud. And perhaps it would. For viewers, the signs are unmistakable. Haley's refusal to confirm her pregnancy medically isn't just a plot point, it's a screaming red flag. Could it be that she's orchestrating a grand deception, one designed to tighten her grip on Bill's heart and fortune? The stakes are sky high, and the fallout promises to be catastrophic. If Haley is indeed faking her pregnancy, the revelation could shatter Bill's world, pushing him to the brink of madness, or beyond. But before we speculate on the cataclysm to come, let's unravel the tangled threads of this deception and the players caught in its web. Danny, the fiery ex-wife who's never quite left Bill's orbit, is no stranger to heartbreak. Her history with Bill is a battlefield littered with broken promises and bitter regrets, but she's not one to wallow. Instead, she's turned her pain into a weapon, and her target is Haley. Danny's instincts tell her that something is rotten in the state of their marriage, and she's determined to expose Haley's lies before they destroy the man she still, in some twisted way, loves. Bill, however, is blind to the storm brewing around him. He's too busy basking in the glow of impending fatherhood, his ego inflated by the thought of a legacy. But his blindness comes at a cost. In a moment of cruelty that left viewers reeling, Bill threw Danny's age in her face, accusing her of being jealous and manipulative. "You're just bitter because you're past your prime," he sneered, his words cutting deeper than any knife. Little does he know that he's the one being played, a pawn in Haley's dangerous game. Danny's not alone in her suspicions. Ashley, the show's resident truth seeker and moral compass, has been quietly observing Haley's behavior. As a nurse bound by the ironclad rules of HIPAA, Ashley can't simply blurt out what she knows about Haley's medical evasions. But her loyalty to Danny runs deep, and she's determined to find a way to drop a hint without crossing ethical lines. Perhaps a carefully worded conversation over coffee, or a hypothetical scenario posed at just the right moment, will plant the seed of doubt in Danny's mind. Whatever her method, Ashley's involvement adds another layer of intrigue to this already volatile mix. The tension between Danny and Haley is palpable, a slow-burning fuse that threatens to ignite at any moment. Danny's every move is calculated, her eyes sharp as she watches Haley's every gesture. She notices the way Haley's hand lingers on her belly a little too long, as if she's reminding herself to keep up the act. She sees the flicker of panic in Haley's eyes when a doctor's visit is mentioned. And she knows, deep in her bones, that Haley's pregnancy is a house of cards waiting to collapse. At the center of this maelstrom is Bill, a man whose larger-than-life presence masks a fragility that's only beginning to surface. Bill has always been the king of his domain, a titan of industry with a temper to match. But beneath the bluster lies a man teetering on the edge, his health and sanity stretched thin by years of stress and betrayal. The news of Haley's pregnancy was supposed to be his salvation, a chance to start anew and leave a lasting mark on the world. But what happens when that dream is revealed to be a lie? Bill's medical history is a plot twist in itself. The show has dropped hints about his worsening condition. Chest pains, dizzy spells, and a heart that's been battered by more than just emotional turmoil. The stress of running his empire, coupled with the constant drama of his personal life, has taken its toll. When the truth about Haley's deception comes to light, it could be the final straw. Will Bill's rage consume him, leading to a confrontation so violent that Haley's life hangs in the balance? Or will the shock of betrayal send him spiraling into a medical crisis, his body shutting down as his mind grapples with the unthinkable? The possibility of Bill falling into a coma adds a layer of high-stakes drama that Beyond the Gates thrives on. Imagine the scene: Bill, red-faced and trembling with fury, confronts Haley in their sprawling mansion. "You lied to me," he roars, his voice echoing off the marble floors. Haley, cornered, tries to spin another web of excuses, but Bill's not listening. His hand clutches his chest, his breath coming in ragged gasps. The camera zooms in as his eyes roll back, and he collapses, a titan felled by the weight of his own broken dreams. The screen fades to black, leaving viewers screaming at their televisions. Will he wake up? And if he does, what will he do to Haley? The ultrasound, or lack thereof, is the linchpin of this entire drama. Haley's refusal to undergo the procedure is more than just a plot device, it's a window into her psyche. Is she afraid of being exposed, or is there something deeper at play? Perhaps Haley herself isn't entirely sure of her motives. Maybe she started this lie to keep Bill by her side, only to find herself trapped in a web she can't escape. Or perhaps she's a master manipulator, playing a long game that no one else can see. Next week's episodes promise to crank the tension to unbearable levels. Rumor has it that Bill's medical situation will take a turn for the worse, possibly triggered by a heated argument with Haley. The show's writers have a knack for keeping viewers on edge, and they're not above throwing in a curveball. Will Danny finally get the proof she needs to expose Haley? Will Ashley find a way to tip the scales without breaking her professional code? And most importantly, will Bill discover that Haley has been scratching her maternity socks? A quirky phrase that's become a fan-favorite euphemism for her deception? The fallout could go in any direction. If Bill learns the truth, his reaction could be apocalyptic. He's a man who doesn't take kindly to being made a fool, and Haley's lie cuts deeper than any betrayal he's faced before. The thought of her faking a pregnancy to manipulate him could push him to a place of no return. Will he lash out in a fit of rage, his hands trembling with the urge to make her pay? Or will the shock hit him like a freight train, sending him into a coma from which he may never emerge? The drama doesn't stop with Haley, Bill, and Danny. The entire Beyond the Gates universe is caught in the crossfire. Friends, family, and even casual acquaintances are being drawn into the vortex of this scandal. The local gossip mill is in overdrive, with neighbors whispering about Haley's odd behavior and Bill's deteriorating health. Social media, both in the show's world and among its fans, is ablaze with theories. Hashtags like #HaleyLies and #BillComa are trending, with viewers dissecting every frame for clues. Then there's the question of what happens if Haley's lie is exposed. Will she flee town, leaving chaos in her wake? Or will she double down, spinning an even more elaborate story to save face? The show has a history of redeeming its villains, but Haley's actions may be too egregious for forgiveness. If Bill survives his medical crisis, will he ever trust her again? And if he doesn't, what does that mean for their marriage, their empire, and the child that never was? Danny, meanwhile, is poised to emerge as either the hero or the tragic figure of this arc. If she succeeds in exposing Haley, she'll have her revenge, but at what cost? Bill's love for her is long gone, replaced by resentment and mistrust. Even if she saves him from Haley's clutches, she may never regain what they once had. And Ashley, caught between her duty to her friend and her professional ethics, risks becoming collateral damage in this war of secrets. As Beyond the Gates barrels toward its next explosive chapter, one thing is clear: no one will emerge unscathed. Haley's deception, whether born of desperation or calculation, has set off a chain reaction that threatens to destroy everything in its path. Bill's health hangs by a thread, his heart and mind pushed to their limits. Danny's quest for truth could be her salvation or her undoing. And Ashley, the quiet observer, may hold the key to unraveling this mystery, or igniting an even greater fire. The question on every viewer's mind is this: when the truth finally comes to light, who will be left standing? Will Haley survive Bill's wrath, or will her lies be her downfall? Will Bill's body betray him before he can exact his revenge, leaving him trapped in a coma as the world moves on without him? And will Danny and Ashley find a way to navigate this minefield without losing themselves in the process? One thing is certain: Beyond the Gates is delivering drama at its finest, a masterclass in betrayal, suspense, and human frailty. As we await the next episode, the tension is almost too much to bear. Will the ultrasound ultimatum finally force Haley's hand? Will Bill's heart give out before he learns the truth? And when the dust settles, will anyone be left to pick up the pieces? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.